Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. This solar field is massive. It's absolutely massive. When you got to run all the way through it, it's genuinely enormous. It's brilliant. Right, so what we do is we've got a logistics filter in here, and I can set that to timber only. So I can do that, and then I can copy that out like this, and I can set that to only timber in there. And then what we can do is we can go with the deconstruction planner right here. I'm going to just switch my own robots off a second. I'm going to go via the map right here. And I've got these lines of trees all the way over here. You know what? I'm not going to unlock those, undo those trees, uncover those trees. I'm going to leave them where they are for a minute, but I am just going to pop down here and remove that lot there. So there's 10,000 trees. Now I've got these right here that are limited to only timber logs, right? That is the only thing we can put in here is logs. We cannot put anything else into those chests. And they're still going back to the main base. Alright, they go over here and they charge, but they are still going back to the main base. And this is the problem with the storage, is that that's what they do. That's what robots do, is that they don't go to the nearest chest. They go to a chest that is currently being used. And that is a big difference. There is a big difference between the nearest chest and the one that's currently being used. Massive, huge difference between the two. And that's what they do. So, yes, I've got all of these... Look at this swarm of robots here. All going off to go and get some trees. And we've got 3,000 robots in the air, or 2,500 robots in the air. They're all coming up here. So it's a long way for them to go. And we've got these chests conveniently placed. I placed the order for the trees to be destroyed after I put these chests down. And these robots are all going to come on up, and they're not going to make use of it at all. They are probably, I'm guessing that they will pick up every single one of those trees, and they will take them somewhere where we are not. They've got a long way. Oh, here we go. They're just starting to fly up now. It does take them a minute or two to get here, because it is such a vast distance for them to travel. And that's why I generally increase the number of robots that I got. I just start pumping out more robots rather than worrying about too much about the distance. I know some people, they put like separate loops around, and they'll have different... They just kind of like, they have completely separate robot circuits all the way through. And then other people will just, like me, I like to just spread everything out. I just spread the whole lot out across a massive, great big area, and that's how I prefer to do it. So they're all coming up, they're gathering up this timber, and they're all going away again. They're not coming to these chests right here. They're just not interested. They're all going off back down to the bottom. And they may not use these for ages. They may use the ones down the bottom the whole time. Look, see, they're just flying right over the top. I got a chest here you can put them in, but they're not interested. So, rather than worry about that, I'm just going to lift those chests up. I'll also put those as a deconstruction plan, as an order, and they can deconstruct them. So, it's a great idea. I really like the idea, but unfortunately it doesn't really work with the robots. Now, while I'm up here, and as I'm sort of wandering around with 27 pump jacks in my bag, I know it's quite impressive to be able to actually wander around carrying 27 pump jacks all at once. I'm going to start placing them down. Now, if I can, I will place them all down facing in the same direction. And then we'll worry about putting pipes out onto them afterwards. So I'm going to get rid of that one there. And then, like that. These all fit. And then, yeah, that fits as well. So each of these, like that one's got 87 million oil in it. That one's got 95 million oil. We got a lot of oil available in all of these pump jacks here. And that is all 27. And I don't see any spare oil patches anywhere at all. And next, what I want to do is I don't want level 1 speed modules anymore. What I'm going to do is I'm going to request some higher level speed modules. Some level 3 productivity and level 3 speed modules are all going to come to me. Those are going to be gotten rid of. I'm not going to use those. And we're going to put the speed modules onto these. I could put productivity modules on them so that we end up getting more out of them. But I don't think we need to do that. And then I'm also going to go... What else do I want that I don't... Well, I did have the... I don't need the construction robot, so we'll put that one. And I will go with regular pipes again. And I'm going to go with 200 pipes. I kind of need to just sit around and wait for them to be brought up to me. You can start working. While I'm waiting for the pipes and everything to be brought up, I can just at least start putting down a few of these. Like this. I'll put you that side there. Another one over here. And then you can go into there. Ooh. There we go. Right. I'll run a line of them out down over to this side and we'll get these up and running. I want to get the whole lot going. So we don't need to have a barrel plant on this. All I need to do is get all of the oil coming out of the field. As long as I got all of the oil coming out of the field, it doesn't really matter what then. It's got to go to some loading points for the train. And this is the bit that I don't understand, is how does the train bit work? That's the one bit that I'm not sure of, is how does this train bit actually work? How do I make sure that it's all connected together? So I've got... Well, my order still hasn't turned up yet, so we're just going to wait for the order. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll build a station along the top. Actually, no, I'm going to build a station along the bottom. So they will come down here and do a rotation around there. They'll come down there. And then they'll go up, and then they'll come out that way. That's where we're going to go to start with. So we want to go into... Here, I'm going to need to go into the map, and I want to come over to here. And I will go on there. So ghost mode, like that. And then we can... Oops, ghost mode. Rotate you round. So you go in there, like that. Okay, and then... I'm just pressing and holding shift the whole time I'm doing this. Then I'm going to bring that one to there. Right, now the problem I got is I want that one to go out there. There we go. And that to go up a little bit. You know what? That's just going to go to there. Like that. Then you can come out. Over here. That's better. That one will go straight out like that. So then if I zoom out a little bit, I can put that one over to there like that. And then you can go up this way. And you can keep going up like that. And then that's going to go along the top over to here. And that's going to run into there. There's that bit. That's all in place. My robots are flying around again. I think the rest of them are already dealt with. So, yeah, these trees over here, that idea is great, but it doesn't work. It would be fantastic if it did work. I would genuinely love it if it worked. But unfortunately, it doesn't. So I'm going to just leave the train over there to keep working. And I'm going to come down through here. I'm going to go right back over to the base now. Going to see if I can find out what's going on over there. And... Actually... Yeah, I do want to go... Look at the size of this solar field. Right, this solar field is just phenomenal. It's brilliant. I absolutely love just how much solar panels... this is insane. And we haven't even scratched the surface yet. That this base that we're building is going to get way bigger than this. We're going way bigger than this. I study that map very carefully whenever I run across the tracks, by the way. And you always need to study the map carefully before you go dashing across the tracks. Because it's very easy to get runned over by a Gert train. You don't really want that. Being run over by a train is not the best thing that can ever happen to you, I can assure you. If I just take 100 concrete a minute, like this, and this works exactly the same way as landfill, like that, we can just make it a bit bigger there, and we can plonk it down. Before I do that, there is something that I would like to do. I want to go and run over this way, because I want to show you some of the difference. Now, we know that that gives a nice bit of a boost. I'm going to go up here where we've got less robots running around. You can see things. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's great, isn't it? So I'm going to put down that. There. Ghost and ghost. There. Right. So they've gone and put that down there. So we've got that run here. That. And did you notice it went faster still? Not massively faster, but it does go faster. Right? It's not huge difference. But it is faster running around on concrete. And so I'd like to get my base covered in concrete, if I can. Those there, 130% walking speed. These here are 140%. And that one there, refined concrete, is 150%. Now, the problem with the 150% right now is that it needs steel plates and iron sticks. Yeah, that's a lot of metal that we don't really have right now. So instead of worrying about that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to place down some more of this concrete. I'm going to do it like that. Oh, now it's not going to let me. Okay, fine. I will do copy like this. And I will copy those. And I'm going to drop these out like this. And now the other thing that you should note is that when we start dropping it down on existing concrete, or rather bricks that we've got there, what it will actually do is it will come along and they will lift up those bricks, it will cart them away. They go and put them somewhere else, which is even better. Look, there we go, we've got a whole load of concrete on its way up, and that's going to be placed down. And then they'll lift up these bricks and they will go and put them somewhere else. So they're not going to use them. But eventually, when they get here to do this bit, that's what they will do. That's one of the things that they do. There. See, they've picked it up, and then now they're carting the bricks away, and they will go and use them elsewhere. So we've got a load of bricks placed down over quite a large area of our base. Those bricks can now all be replaced, which is quite fantabulous. I appreciate the fact that they can do this. And then I'm going to go with copy. I'm going to go there, like that. See, it's not letting me do it there. So instead, I'm just going to go with paste. And I'm going to make this area that I'm busy building a little bit bigger. I'm going to go like that. There. So I get some more concrete brought up to me. Like that. Try and keep this a nice, even shape all the way around. Like that. And put that into there. So once that one has been filled, I'm then going to make a blueprint for it. Much like my blueprint that I've got here for landfill. You know, a nice big blueprint right there. That one's totals exactly 600. I don't know how many this one will be, but it's a fair size. And then that can be plonked around all over the base. Doesn't really matter how I do it, just as long as I plonk the thing down somehow. I can make a bigger blueprint in a little bit. I wonder if I can do that right now, right? If I take blueprint right there, and I go like that. There, like that. Right, and then I go tiles like that. I remove modules, and I remove components. I've now only got tiles, and if I get rid of the stone bricks down the side, I've got 1,200 concrete right on there. So then I will change that picture there. I'll change that to concrete, and I will go into here, and I will go concrete as well. Boom. Job done. Just like that. So now I will go into the map like this, and I have now got concrete that can be placed down across the entire factory. I'm not going to do it over everything, but I am going to put down several large areas of concrete like this. Expanding out slightly beyond where we've already gone with our stone bricks. That there. That one over to there. Like this. So I'm expanding it all out. This is a tricky bit here, is just getting it across that little gap there. Just making sure that it's all running on that same line, really. So if I'm careful not to move the mouse, I should be able to keep that exactly where it was previously. And get that one to there. Bring that across. Right, so that's everything on the outside. So now all I got to do is I can literally just sort of fill this whole thing in. Just sort of a painting motion, like this. No, like you do in Microsoft Paint. I can do exactly the same thing. I can put a painting motion like that. And I can use that painting motion and just fill all this in. There we go. Right, there is painting with Frithgar. All done for today. Not quite the same as painting with Bob Ross, but it'll do. There. So now I've got all of that I can run around on. I got a load of bricks that we're using up in various different things. And I have got 4,500 construction robots. So I'll leave those going. I want to be in excess of 5,000. It's going to take a minute or two for our 5,000 construction. Well, it's going to take a minute or two to reach 5,000, but it's going to take a minute or two for them to make. I'm not going to bother doing any more of that just for a minute, because what I'd like to do to finish this up is I'd like to have that one there, and then I want to have another round being made of refined concrete, which is 20 concrete and then the iron sticks and so on. And I'd also like to do refined hazard concrete as well. I've never used that pattern, though. And I've got an idea for this, and I think this is going to be pretty cool once... It's going to be a pretty cool effect once it's all done. And we're going to be spreading that idea over a vast distance in the factory. Now, I don't need much of a roboport coming up and down through here, or much of a robot highway coming up and down through here. It seems to be sort of coping with things as they are right now, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. You up here, you're empty. Yeah. Right. Well, let's go back to doing our building over there. Trains. That's the next bit. So I've got the track over here around the oil. We've got that loop there. They come up, they go into that side, then they go out and around on there. That bit is done. And then the trains come back down here. Now, I would like them to go into here. I could build a loop that goes down this way and goes into here and connects up and then comes down that way. And goes into a loop down here and unloads. Somewhere in here. Or I could just have the train run on a loop and it'll come through here and it'll pass through one of these stations. It will pathfind through a station. If there's a train in there, it should, in theory, pathfind around the station and carry on through. And that way we don't need to put a track across here. We could do something else with it. Offhand, I can't think of anything else that we would want to do with it. Not really. I don't really think of anything else that I want to do with it. The only reason that I would possibly consider doing something like that is... no, I don't have any particular reason for doing that, because our other oil we're going to want from here. That one there, that one would be much later on. So no, I don't really have any particular reason for doing anything there. How was our pollution? Yeah, the pollution is the bit that's worrying me. If I've got aliens down here somewhere and that is actually connected all the way round, we're going to end up with an alien attack coming in there. And that is a concern. That is actually a serious concern. So I think what I do need to do is I need to keep going with this. We need to keep going with this robot radar malarkey that we've got here. So those radars there are in the wrong place. So first up, I'm going to... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back over to this side. I'm going to drop that one in there. And I put those radars into the correct place right there. And I'm going to do that so that I fill in that gap right there. And isn't any more I need to do. I can put one there. And I can run that all the way along that bottom part. And it'll fill more of it in. Okay, so that'll put some of those in. And then while I'm waiting for those to come up, then we will also deconstruct that one and that one. Then I will go back to this and I will put you in there like that. And I will go up. I will go over this way and I will deconstruct that one there. And then I will also put that one in there like that. Right, they've moved the radars off of here. Haven't they? I'm not quite sure what they've done, but I've put some orders in there somewhere. We've got more radars in there to be built. We've just got to wait for them to build the rest of those radars. They'll get there. They'll eventually figure it out. Right, and our concrete is being done over here. You can see now, look at this massive, great big area that we've got that is being plastered in concrete. The bricks are going to be ripped up. Going to have concrete put down there instead. I've got a lot of robots currently flying, but they're doing okay. Yeah, trains. I'm still unsure whether I should put it this way. Well, the return journey will go round this loop. The return journey will go round there, so it'll have to go up there and it'll go up that one. So why don't I just have the other one come on down this way? I think I will, actually. I think we'll just have them run through this station. It'd be interesting to see if they can actually pathfind through the station as well. That's another thing that I sort of would like to do. I don't need to actually be up here to do this first bit. So I will go there, and then I want to come out of that one there. And you need to go there like that. Now, where are we going to unload? There's the main area. I mean, really, I would say if we can do it like that, if I can bring it to about that point, I don't need to go anywhere else. That can go there like that. Oh, no, it can't. I need to knock that back a little bit. And I can take you and put you onto there. Can you fit? Yeah, you can. Right, you can go into there like that. There. There's that bit done. Those tracks are being placed down. That means I can then go here and I can put that one in there and I'll put that one in there. And then I want to go over this way by 4. I'll put one into there. And then I want to go and I want to put an actual train station. I'm not going to set the train station just yet. So what I will do is I'll go up here, down onto this one, and we will do this bit down here. I need to set this one, so I want to put one there, one there, one there. Same over this side. Do that. There. Put a load of them in. That's going to be a station in there somewhere. And right, well, if that's going to be a station in there somewhere, I'll do this here, like I've been doing with everything. Just drop in a whole load of them together like that. You there. That'll be stopping both of them. Yeah, that's actually fine. That can do that. And then that one goes to there, so this one will be about there, and then that one wants to go on that corner. You can go down there somewhere, I guess, and actually, where does that one go? Oh, that one's all the way up there. Right, well, that one then can go there, and I'll set the station up once I get over there. I need to go back over there now. This lot down here can stay. What are we at? 4,006. Yeah, I'm going to leave construction robots building for a little bit longer. And then we can sort of start putting those back. It may take a minute or two, but start putting them back. I don't mean start putting them back. Look, see the trains coming through here? That one's going up there, and now I cut through. That one's going to chop me up if I go through there. So there, we just wait a minute, and then we go up, and we carry on up this way. I've gone a little bit too far. I went all the way over to this side. I don't want to be all the way over this side. I actually want to be in the middle. I've got a chest right there, filled with landfill, which that was, we're going to actually have to move that one soon. So what I will do with that chest is I'm going to just delete that bit. And then instead of having one there, what we'll do instead is I'm going to come over here, because this is roughly where we would like one of these chests, and it is quite handy. But if I dump it there, it's out of the way completely. So then I can take that one, and I can go with landfill in there, and I can set it to 4,000. So they'll fill that chest up there. I've got another chest full there, and that one will be able to empty out eventually. Oop, too far. I keep running past it. I'm getting too enthusiastic with my running around. And I go up this way. We go all the way up, and we could go past that. So our stone station is doing absolutely wonderful. We've now got our landfill almost completely full. So next up, we're going to need fluid wagons, and we're going to need more trains, and then we're going to need a station set up as well. So let me go. I don't want the fluid wagons just yet. I want train stop. Right there. I'm actually going to want two of these. I'm going to want one here, and I'm going to want one back the other side. So I get those two, and I'm going to want 1, 2 of those, and then 8 fluid wagons. 2, that was 3. There, that's 8. Okay, 8 fluid wagons right there. Take my train stop. So where are we going to put that one? The one thing I want to make sure is that the train stop is in the right place. There, I think. If I drop that one there, I will also put that right there, and then that one up there. That's far enough in front. That's fantastic. So this one here goes there. I've already got one, and then that one back there. That's the right spot for it as well. Right, that fits in quite nicely. So I got 2 trains that can sit right in here, and they will be inside of that bit. So this one here isn't going to be lit up. That's good. So they'll both go into there. Next, we will start joining in the pipes, I think. We want to start getting all of these joined in together. Now, this is the bit that I really don't know how to do. So I will we'll start off by putting down just a few basic pipes. Like this. And joining a few of these together. Like that. So I'll put like one into there. I come out like that. That's going to join in there. And then you're going to go over that way. Like that. I'll remove that one. I'll put that one up there like that. And then you can do that. Okay. So that's that little section there. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.